One day in 2013, my mom walked into a GameStop to buy a video game for me. I guess I had good grades or something at the time because I already had most of the big Mario games that were on the Wii and Wii U. So out of all the remaining big Nintendo brands to choose from, such as, I don't know, Kirby, The Legend of Zelda, or even Pokemon, my mom decided to buy me Pikmin. What the fuck is Pikmin? Pikmin was first released on October 26, 2001, only 1 month after 9/11, by Shigeru Miyamoto. A game where you're an astronaut traveling or crash landing to another planet with these small little aliens. Except, these small little aliens aren't the bad guys, they're the Pikmin, and they're good for the most part. But how do you use these Pikmin in gameplay? How do they work? You throw them. You sacrifice their entire lives. They're small, insignificant beings being forced to kill these giant alien monsters that are much stronger and much bigger than them. But that doesn't really matter because you can just make more Pikmin, and you can have unlimited, as many Pikmin as you want. Well, up to 100, but you can technically have as many as you want in your storage, or the vault, or whatever. It's called an onion, Will. Oh, okay, thanks, Will. And because there's so many of them, you can take down almost any giant monster. Well, you might lose a couple of Pikmin, but that's okay. They're willing to sacrifice their lives for you. Why, you might ask? I don't know. I don't think the game ever really explains it. They're just kind of here, and they're meant to be thrown onto other aliens, and they kill the aliens and then die in the process of trying to kill these aliens. It's really beautiful. Well, anyways, that about summarizes the premise of Pikmin as a series, and I'm less than 2 minutes into editing. Fuck, making video essays is kind of hard. This is not easy. It's fun. Like, there's fun moments. I throw in memes and stuff, but like, I don't know what I'm doing. What do I talk about for the rest of the video? I guess I'll just rank all 4 of the Pikmin games in order of playing them. So, back to when I was 9 years old. The first Pikmin game that I played, as previously mentioned, was Pikmin 3, and this is considered one of the 2 best games in the whole series. It's the first game where you don't play as Captain Olimar as the main protagonist, but my 9-year-old ass had no fucking clue because I didn't know anything about Pikmin 1 or 2, or who Captain Olimar was. Anyways, Pikmin 3 has you playing as Charlie, Brittany, and Alf. Mainly as Alf and Brittany though, because Charlie dies early on. Just kidding, he comes back later. But for now, playing as Alf in the early stages of the game really had a unique vibe that immediately got my attention as a kid. After losing Charlie in just the first few minutes of the game, it felt like, okay, now as Alf I really need to step up and survive. And the music immediately brought me to this sort of lonely vibe. To be fair, I was an only child at the time, so maybe I was genuinely just feeling lonely, and maybe it was a Sunday night, but I don't know. Anyways, something about this music, even hearing it now as I'm editing this video, brings me this sort of emotion that I can't even put into words. The best way I can describe it is like this loneliness, but a comforting loneliness. Like being stranded on an alien planet with nothing but red Pikmin by your side. Wow, it's almost like they intentionally made the music to match the vibe of the game. But anyways, I was hooked and curious to explore this new interesting world. What are the Pikmin? How many different types of Pikmin are there? How many different types of aliens are there? Is what I remember asking myself as we unlocked the new rock Pikmin and finally saved Brittany. Now the game is finally starting to pick up, and you feel a lot less lonely having Brittany by your side. And have I seriously not mentioned how beautiful the graphics look? Now, I've mainly been showing the deluxe version of this game that came out in 2020, but even the original that came out in 2013 had really nice graphics too. And the puzzles, while simple and probably only take a couple minutes for most people, felt like, well, I don't want to say a challenge, I wasn't that stupid, but for being a 9-year-old, they had you think a little bit, and involved 2 people coordinating and moving around different types of Pikmin to do different type of things, like building a bridge, or collecting fruit, or killing a giant secret spider boss. This game was dope to me as a 9-year-old kid, and to try to get my friends into Pikmin, I usually recommend Pikmin 3. It's a perfect balance of a medium difficulty. It's nowhere near as hard as Pikmin 2, but also nowhere close to as easy as the mind-numbing that is Pikmin 4. Overall, I give Pikmin 3 a strong 8 to a light 9 out of 10. The next Pikmin game that I played was Pikmin 4. And yes, I waited 10 years for this game. Which also means 10 years went by where I could have played Pikmin 1 or 2, but I didn't. Why, you might ask? I honestly don't know. I was a big Pikmin fan from Pikmin 3, but I guess I didn't want to spend the time and effort buying a GameCube to play Pikmin 1 or 2. I could have played the Wii version of Pikmin 2 on the Wii U, but I didn't really understand or know that that was even a thing. Anyways, the year is 2023, and after waiting 10 long years, Pikmin 4 finally came out, and this game had a ton of hype. Fans had waited so long, and I was such a nerd that I even decided to record my first
What's going on, guys? It's MLG Kids.
I even uploaded a shitty YouTube montage if you guys want to check it out. It's not that good of a video, I'm not gonna lie, the mic quality's bad. But anyways, when I played this game for the first couple hours, I was ecstatic, and I was really happy about all the new features. They added dogs? Okay. And we're in a giant house? I don't know how I feel about that, but that's okay, I'll stay open-minded. And we're creating a new character. Okay, this is awesome. And they added caves back from Pikmin 2? Okay. These caves must be crazy hard like Pikmin 2, right? Oh, the caves have been really easy so far, along with the entire game, but that's okay. I'm sure the game will get harder as we go along, and I've had little to no Pikmin die, and I'm more than halfway through the game, but at least the boss fights will be hard, right? Oh, that's easier than some of the actual main enemies in the game. Okay, that's strange. But I'm sure the game will get hard eventually, and I beat the game. This game is way too easy. Yes, I said what seems to piss off the Pikmin subreddit so much. Pikmin 4 is way too easy of a game, and it honestly ruins it. While at first Ochi is cute, fun, and just cool as hell overall, it's literally a dog in Pikmin, like who doesn't want that? He gets way too overpowered and carries the game for you once he grows, which is early on in the game.
Ochi can carry all your Pikmin on his back. He can smash into giant pots with his head because he does not give a shit. He can fly through the air. He can eat a big pumpkin.
Along with all the new game mechanics that pretty much do everything automatically for you, like locking on enemies or having Pikmin be by your side instead of getting lost. It takes away the fun challenges that the first 3 Pikmin games have. In some fairness, maybe some people don't care about the easiness of a game. As long as they have fun and there's new interesting things in the game, maybe they don't care how hard it is. But for me, I honestly didn't like this game as a whole. I had a lot of fun at first, exploring the new world and the new features that they added, but after a couple hours, it got really dull and boring because of how easy it was. It's still fun and has its perks, like the graphics are the best in the whole series, along with the new Pikmin, the new enemies, and the new world designs as previously stated, but overall, it feels like they just took a bunch of things from the first 3 Pikmin games, smacked them together on a sandwich, nerfed the enemies by 10 times, buffed the Pikmin by 10 times, and called it a day, which again, really disappointed me. After waiting 10 years for this game, I was so happy just for it to be a letdown. I also completely forgot to mention the dialogue. There is so much dialogue in this game for no reason, and you're talking to absolutely nobody. I guess they're your crew or whatever, but like, I don't care. Like, why are you talking to me so much? Let me play the game. Okay, maybe that's a little harsh, but like, where's Alf, Charlie, and Brittany? Oh, they got replaced? What? Like, the whole timeline's broken? None of this makes sense. Like, what is going on? This game is just, I'm sorry. Okay, maybe I'm a bit too harsh. I don't know. Because apparently Pikmin 4 is a retcon, or it's a reboot, or something. I don't know. It's not even that cut and clear, because some things add up and make sense, but then Olimar says it's his first time landing on this planet, so this game has to take place before Pikmin 1. No, it'd have to actually completely reboot Pikmin 1, but then there's also stuff that lead up to Pikmin 3, so this takes place before Pikmin 3, but they retcon Pikmin 1, but Pikmin 2 couldn't have happened because of weird details between Olimar and Louis. There's so many problems with the timeline, like it doesn't, and sure, okay. Maybe not every Pikmin fan cares about the timeline, but like, that's just another big detail about this game, multiple details that just don't add up and make no sense for the story. A YouTuber by the name of I'm Only Here for Pikmin has a really good video about the Pikmin timeline and how Pikmin 4 just completely ruins it, if you guys are interested in watching that. There's also the fact that you have a ton of people in your crew and random people that you have like dozens of people in your camp, but only you go to do missions. Why? Why does nobody join me? Why is it just me by myself? Oh, well, because one guy's a doctor, one guy's an engineer. No, come on. Like, why don't we have multiple people go out? I get why you can't have, like, you know, so many people playing by your side, but, like, I don't know. It's a plot hole. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Compared to all the other 3 Pikmin games, they make logical sense for the story, but this one, like, there's too many holes in it for me. I'm gonna be real. Like, it doesn't add up. And for those reasons, overall, I give Pikmin 4 just a decent to strong 6. In the game's defense though, there's still a lot more to do that I haven't done in the game. I'm nowhere near 100%ing it, but after beating the main story, I don't really have much motivation to keep playing this game. So for now, I'm feeling just a decent to strong 6 on Pikmin 4. And just an obvious disclaimer, if you enjoy Pikmin 4 and really like it as a game, there's nothing wrong with that. This video is obviously just my opinion, and if you enjoy Pikmin 4, awesome, that's cool. It has good reviews for a reason, so people enjoy the game. I know how passionate people can get with movies, music, and video games. I love Pikmin 3, and if someone were to bash on Pikmin 3,
and fucking beat him to death.
The next Pikmin game that I played was where it all started, Pikmin 1. After personally being disappointed with Pikmin 4, I went back to other shitty games like Overwatch and Siege, but over a year later in August of 2024, my friend / roommate / lover / enemy bought / shared with me Pikmin 1+2, which I again didn't even know was a thing. Maybe I wasn't really as big of a Pikmin fan as I thought I was at the time, but anyways, I was definitely a huge Pikmin fan after playing these two games because my god, why did I wait 10 years for Pikmin 4 when I could have played these the whole time? Pikmin 1 was a simple, or maybe I should say
Classic.
breath of fresh air, because this game really made me fall in love with the basic and roots of Pikmin as a whole again. Olimar is literally just a normal chill guy with a wife and kids that crash lands on this planet and only has 30 days to find and collect all the ship parts. It's a simple yet effective story because you need to be as effective as possible each day to save this man and get him home to his family. I'm sure he'll be able to see them right when he gets back too. But anyways, this game is actually really good for being the first one. Sure, it still has its glitches and the Pikmin are stupid compared to all the other games, but other than those two issues, everything about the game is simple and arguably perfect. The enemies and bosses are somewhat recycled for the rest of the Pikmin series because of how good and iconic they are. Olimar's notes at the end of each day reveal more about him as a person and add good lore that keep you invested. The classic 3 Pikmin that you have are all that you need, and again, it's impressive how good of a game this is considering it came out 25 years ago. And in terms of difficulty, which I guess is a bigger deal to me than I realized, it's a perfect medium to hard, but not too hard difficulty. Overall, I'm feeling a light to decent 8 on Pikmin 1, and you could argue it deserves to be even higher, but I'd take away a point due to the Pikmin AI in this game being the most annoying and difficult to deal with. Pikmin 2 is the embodiment of chaos. There's no other Pikmin game quite like it. It is easily the hardest and most chaotic of the whole series. What makes this game so hard are the caves. There are many sub-levels in each cave, some having more than others, where you fight multiple bosses, some even being the final boss of Pikmin 1, just thrown at you. 2 of them thrown at you. In the Hole of Heroes, for example, you have boss fight after boss fight after boss fight, which on paper might sound really fun if you like a bit of a challenge, but my god, you fight the robotic spider that shoots and lasers down all of your Pikmin, followed by another giant spider, followed by another giant spider. But all of these bosses that you fight, you usually fight them over and over again, for the second, third, and sometimes even 4th time. In this case, the Empress Bullbax has children for the second and third fight that basically always kill your Pikmin when they're thrown on them on impact for some reason. But wait, the mother rolls over her own children to death? What? This game is insane, and I can't tell you the amount of times that I had to restart the game because all of my Pikmin died, and I didn't want it to save. A lot of times it wouldn't even be the bosses though that killed all of my Pikmin, but rather the little things like the bombs or the meteors flying out of nowhere, or other random bullshit like this. And in terms of story for the game, as Olimar, you're doing all this for your boss. You're not even doing this to collect ship parts to save yourself before your oxygen supply runs out like in Pikmin 1, or to collect fruit to save your planet from starvation like in Pikmin 3. In this game, it's just another normal day at work for Olimar, to try to collect as many valuables for money as he can to save the company that he works for, which I guess is a really cool representation of how capitalism can be evil and just greed overall. And I actually really love this story for Pikmin 2, especially the plot twist where you think the game is over, but nope, you accidentally left Louis behind. So now you need to go back with the president of the company himself to join you and save Louis, who's now the final boss as a giant robotic spider. In terms of rating this game, I actually like it. In fact, I loved my experience playing Pikmin 2. Does that mean this game is for everyone? Absolutely not. I can see how casual gamers will not have a good time playing this game at all from the difficulty. However, for me, it was a fun challenge, and I enjoyed the chaos. As I'm editing this video right now, I'm getting a bit of an urge to replay this game, especially because the layout for each sub-level in the caves are different each time you load it, for a slightly different experience each time. There are also, of course, some issues with this game, such as glitches and the purple Pikmin being way too overpowered, but honestly, I think I can use overpowered Pikmin for my advantage because of the insanity that you go up against in this game, because holy Overall, when it comes to rating this game, I go back and forth and have a hard time. You could argue it's the best Pikmin game because of how hard it is, or you could argue it's the worst Pikmin game because of how hard it is. Me personally though, I give it a strong 8 to a light 9, which matches Pikmin 3 for me. So which Pikmin game do I like better though?